Hello YouTube fans, here again. Now as I did it through the 1981 Action Marathon, I decided now to go one thereafter, that being 1982, and why not, why not? I remember doing Night Arts with my mate Sylvester Stallone, which inspired me to do another one by Sylvester Stallone from 1982, that being First Blood. I remember doing this in the Rambo utility and I figured why not, First Blood. And as it said back in the original 1982 theatrical trailer, and probably in video trailers and all, from the best selling, the pronounce the word right, offense error, from the best selling novel. And for people who want to know what I mean by best selling novel, for people that don't know Rambo, First Blood, as you may or may not know, was taken off a book. It was taken off a book, and I remember doing this before in Marathon. Paterson, I meant to say. I got the words right there. So I must get a speech impediment. Paterson. The book version was slightly different, right? The character, John Rambo, was similar to the same characters. Dyer left the war, left Vietnam. But in the difference was they made the cop character more of the good guy, made the Rambo character more of the bad guy. Dyer went over the edge, really went mad, killed hundreds and hundreds of people, totally went off the rails. Of course, in First Blood, if anyone knows the film, you know that's not the case. And Sylvester Stallone, he saw the book and he felt doing that to Rambo, having him kill thousands of people, going on a killing spree, you would not be sympathetic with the Rambo character, and he definitely wouldn't be the hero what you see in the later Rambo films. So they altered that. He altered it and made him more of a sympathetic character, and made the cop character more of a bad guy in the film. The actor is sadly no longer with us. And so there's the similarities. You know what I mean? I do know the ending with Richie in First Blood was going to be different. The sergeant was going to cold-bloodedly shoot Rambo. Rambo makes him shoot him, as I'd say, and he dies after making them epic sad lines, as we all know. But he altered that. I know there was a lot, and I mean a lot, of deleted scenes in First Blood, and I've seen them. I don't get why Sylvester Stallone hated it, because I like the deleted scenes. One down the road, I might have told people about the deleted scenes in films, what I like, one being First Blood, which will never see the daylight. However, I don't mind First Blood. I mean, it's got a date opening, you've got John Rambo, he's wandering about to see his mate, and he finds out his mate sadly died of cancer. Because in Vietnam, you know, it's mentioned that they were spraying red dust everywhere, and it caused some of the soldiers, well, a lot of the soldiers, I should say, to get cancer, and his mate died of it. If that is not bad enough, this cop picks him up, you think he's going to do a good deed, but then the cop's giving him shit. He's giving him shit for no reason, telling him he looks stuffy, he looks a mess, telling him to get out of town. At that point, John Rambo thinks, you know what, fuck it. I only come to get something to eat, a cup of coffee. I would have been on my merry way anyway. I don't have to take shit like this. I just lost my mate. I've got to put up with crap like this. So he ignores him. He walks the other way, and this cop just arrests him. He arrests him. Danny doesn't have a big knife, but at the end of the day, it's not like he was going on a killing spree. So he arrests him. And that is not bad enough. He gets mistreated, he gets battered. There's this one cop who really has it in for John Rambo. He belts him, they put cold water on him. Imagine cold water being sprayed on your body where you're in the nud. They really treat him like shit. But then they're going to save him. But not just save him, with a slit fault saver, no saving foam on. No matter what that must feel like, anyone who's a man like me, no saving foam on your face. John Rambo's having fast packs because he got abducted in Vietnam. I do know deleted scene, there's a lot more of him having fast packs, but again, you'll never get to see. John Rambo just goes loopy-loop, kicks the cops out of the way, runs up the stairs, gets his knife back, and does a Donald Trump. He jumps on a bike, chase scene on the bike. I love that chase scene. It's epic. He's diving everywhere. He's going up hills. He's going in mountains. And he gets out of dodge. So I always love the scene where he falls and cuts his arm, because that scene really does look like he really cut his arm. I really would love to know how they did that effect. I'd even love to ask Sylvester Stallone how he did that effect. I do know in 1982 he had a date there for Sylvester Stallone. You know, same there when First Blood came out. He also did Rocky 3. So it definitely was a big hit for Sylvester Stallone. I think at that time he was getting sick of being noted for being Rocky. And, you know, Night Arts, even though I love it, it wasn't a big success. So he went for First Blood, and it did him a favour. Even though Sylvester Stallone never liked the Rambo films, it did him a favour. You get the sergeant in it who changed Rambo halfway through. I love to see him. He says, "Dad didn't make Rambo. I did. I changed him. I diluted him. A day after, again, he's sadly no longer with us." I do know in the book version he wasn't really as arsed with Rambo, but in this one, you know, it's like someone he looks up to. Sylvester Stallone, as Rambo, looks up to him. And you know what I mean? I don't like that. He's on the run, he's going through mountains, he's killing animals. It's like the sergeant says, he could kill something that would make you want to throw up, but he doesn't give a shit. It's survival. I do know the scene where he's going to stab a kid, but then he lets him go. However, in the book version, that was not the case. He did kill the kid in the First Blood. So I'm kind of happy they altered that, because again, you wouldn't have been sympathetic with Rambo. And but there's a lot of good stuff about First Blood. I don't get why Shy over the years hated any of the Rambo films. The others are more action packed. This I would say is more of a filler, but it does have action in it. The down shooting, the army's trying to blow him up. He jumps out of Dodds. He goes under this underground tunnel, gets attacked by rats again, gets out of Dodds. I do know there's a deleted scene where there's a lot more of him in the cave. Again, we'll never get to see. And they think he's dead. The Colonel chose his separate way, which you think, which turns out he doesn't. But Rambo gets out. I love the scene when he's in the truck, the police are chasing him. This was raining and all, which is a bit of dangerous stunt to do in the rain. He knocks the cars out of the way, lots of explosions. I love the music. Doing a shit job. But it's always in all the others and all. At that point, Rambo just thinks, you know what, the hell with it. The hell with it, I've had enough of taking shit from these people. So he just goes in, shoots the old town centre up, pretending to liven it up, because a bit halfway through, like I forgot to say, where Rambo says boring, and he says, yeah, I want to keep it that way. He then livens the town up. He goes after that cop. You think he's going to kill him. The sergeant comes in the nick of time. I've got to admit, the acting's a bit over the top here. Rambo, don't do it. But I do love the scene with Sides. There's some epic lines about his mate who died, you know, and he gets blowing up. But he says, I want to start that car. I want to start that car. I can't. Why? I can't find your fucking legs. I'm making it laughable. But the way Side does it, honest to God, if you don't cry, there's something wrong with you. Even I cry at that scene because it's so emotional. How Shy. I'll do Rotten Tomatoes, what do you call it? Rotten Tomatoes. That stupid lumpy idea in the movie business. Always decide shit I do not know. Every time Rotten Tomatoes are always giving Sylvester Stallone a lot of stick, and it really gives me a lot of stick in anger. Because I think in this, Sight is a damn good performance. It makes you feel sorry for him, you know, what he went through at war, you get to feel it. And I love to see him where the sergeant comforts him. At first he's hesitant, but then he comforts him. Side's breaking out in tears. And I'm kind of happy they didn't do the ending what they was going to do. Where originally, I don't know the ending. Originally Side goes mad. He doesn't want to go to prison. He makes the sergeant shoot him and he falls down dead. So he won't have got the sequels. But it doesn't end that way. It ends where he gets arrested because he blew up the cow. You can't blow up a town no matter how much shit they give you. You got a Jake song. It's the first time and they toss first blood. Doing a rubbish job. But I love the song at the end. A couple of years later they made the sequel, that being First Blood Part 2. But I'll get that in when I get to 85. And they did the third one. The less I talk about the others because I weren't mad on them. But they made 3 others to make a cartoon series. But let's not forget, without First Blood, based on a book from 72. This come out in 82. Bid it film for that there. Damn good action film and a damn good opening for Psy because it just told the story he wasn't just known for being Rocker, and as it said in the original poster, this time he's fighting for his life. Love First Blood, still love it today. It's a classic. Into then, I'll see you later.